Hi guys, welcome back. We're going to do another edition of 5-minute nail art. So each of these 4 designs is accomplishable in just 5 minutes. So settle in, we're going to have a little fun. I hope you're getting into the holiday spirit because these are all holiday themed 5-minute nail arts. So we're going to start out with this one here, and this is going to be candy cane stripes. Now all of these are with the idea in mind that you already have your base color on and it's dried. So we're not waiting for that dry time. This is simply just the painting time. So I'm going to be using Pretty Serious Velvet Boa Gorgeous one coater. For almost all of the looks today, I'm going to be using white acrylic paint. It does not have to be this brand. I'm using my detail brush that I just cut myself. That is easy for you to do if you've never heard me talk about it before. Super simple to make your own detail brush. And Essie Gel Couture top coat, which is my favorite right now. So for the candy cane stripe, this same look is also accomplishable if you just get out your striping tape, and if you already know that you're super good and fast at striping tape, then that might be the option for you. For me, I usually have a hard time getting striping tape to lay flat and the way I want it, so it takes me too long. So in the spirit of this, not really tutorial walkthrough, I'm doing freehand for mine because I knew I could accomplish it in 5 minutes with freehand. But if you know you're faster at striping tape, then maybe choose striping tape. I also tried this with my striper brush, but because I was going diagonally across my finger and the curve of the nail would mess up the striper brush and make it so it couldn't go straight. I feel like striper brushes work better if you're going vertically or horizontally across the nail, just for me. So that's why I went in here with my detail brush. And you want to just make sure that the white lines are approximately the same size as the red negative space underneath. And you're done. That is it. So easy. You can definitely get this done in 5 minutes. You're just going to top coat at this point. And of course, you don't have to use red underneath. That's just what I chose. And we're on to the next one. So this one's going to be a snowflake on the accent nail and teeny tiny little snowflakes on all the other nails. So you're going to start out here. I chose blue. This is OPI St. Marks the Spot. And I'm choosing to use some beautiful silver holographic. This is Coloristic Carol Silver Cloud Martini. It is a gorgeous linear holographic. So I'm going to use that as some detail polish to kind of just bring it out. And in the sun, it's going to look so good, as all of her holographics do. So I'm taking my detail brush here and my white acrylic paint, which is watered down, by the way. Always important to water down your acrylic paint just a little bit. Basically, I take it on my palette and I just drop a couple drops of water into it using the back of my detail brush. It's super duper easy that way. And then you just stir it up and it's just going to make it so much more manageable for you. So as you see, I drew those 3 lines on my nail as the kind of basis for the snowflake, and they're each getting a little dot on the end of them. And I will, as I always do, link in the description bar where the inspiration for each of these looks came from, because they did not come out of my brain. So we're going to go in and create this little V shape in between each of the lines, and that's going to be our first detail work here. Even though this says detail work, I really do think that you can accomplish this in 5 minutes, because I did. And always remember, you don't have to make this perfect, you guys. Nobody's going to be looking so up close at your nails. Just do your best, and the more you practice your nail art, the better you're going to get. So I'm making teeny tiny little lines with my detail brush. What I like to think of when I'm making this kind of line is that I'm just tickling the surface of my nail, and that way it's not going to get too thick. I'm just barely going to touch it on there a little bit and just tickle that spot. That's going to deposit just the right amount of paint. It's not going to overload the space. So that's it for that. Now I'm going to go in with my detail. And even with this detail, this was still just 5 minutes, you guys. So I just want to add a little bit of silver on here. It gives it dimension, and it's going to make it just look so good in the sun. As you know, linear holographics look so much better in the sunlight, but this is going to look... it's just going to look good all the time to add a little bit of something extra. And it really didn't take that long because I'm just tracing over the lines that I already created. And so we're just going to, again, just tickle the surface just a little bit. You don't have to be particular. Now this next part, let's say you have 1 extra minute. Why don't you go ahead and throw in this part? I just decided each of those other nails just needed a teeny tiny little snowflake coming down. You could add 2 or 3, especially if you decided to take that extra minute. But I just put 1 on here because I was like, hey, I have like another minute. I could do some more here. So that is the finished design. Super duper easy, guys. I really enjoyed this one, and you can use any base you want, but I thought the blue looked nice. So this next design is going to be a French tip with a Christmas tree, and I love this kind of Christmas tree because it's so easy, but it's still really cute. So we're going to start out with Avon Iceberg White in gel finish line. I love their gel finish polishes. This is Moonshine Manny Buddy the Elf. And so I'm going to go in with the white all over my nails for that nice base. It's going to be kind of like a inverted manicure. Instead of the white on the tip, we're going to do the green. So if you've never tried to freehand a French tip before, it's really not that hard, you guys, especially if you use a polish that's not super liquidy or messy or whatever. And just try it a few times. I don't think I've freehanded a French tip in probably almost a year, I think. I don't know. No, I think I did one for Halloween. Anyway, it seems like a while. I'm just saying that because it's what I'm trying to say is it's really not that tricky, basically. You just kind of go slow, and I think a lot of it is in not getting too messy of a polish, because then otherwise it gets all over the place. But the other key thing is, like I always tell you, don't worry if it's not perfect. It's okay if it's not exactly symmetrical. Your nails are going to look gorgeous. So I'm painting this French tip on each of the nails, and then on the accent nail, I'm going to go in and paint this little tree. It's so easy. So you start with a little, a little vertical line at the top, and then a swoop to the right, swoop to the left, and then you're going to go back right, left, right. And each time you want to make sure you're swooping a little bit farther out, just a little bit, because our nails aren't that wide really. So, and then you're going to go down a little bit each time too, obviously, so that you kind of cover the space on your nail. And then you're going to add this little trunk at the bottom. And this is so cute. I remember I did this manicure like 3 years ago, and I just fell in love with the design. Like I said, I did not come up with it myself. I won't be able to link the original person who ever came up with this, but I will link something on Pinterest or something. I'm not sure 3 years ago which is the design that I saw first, but I will link something for you. So that's it for that one. So easy. Top coat it and you're done. And here's our last look. We're just going to tie a little gift ribbon on our accent nail. This is so easy, and you can do it on any nail polish that you already have on, like from the day before. We're using Moonshine Manny Smiling's my favorite. And we're going to use this Pretty Serious Velvet Bow again for the color of the ribbon. And again, it's because it's nice and opaque, and I didn't really want to just use the straight up red that I have in my acrylic paint. I wanted something a little bit richer. So take your detail brush again, and you're just going to draw a straight line down your nail. Don't worry about whether it's perfect or not, but like I said, again, the more you practice this, the better you're going to be able to get at making straight lines, things like that. But yeah, I wouldn't suggest wasting time on, using striping tape or anything. I think you guys can do it. And also just freehanding it is going to make it so fast. This is probably the fastest nail art that I'm showing you tonight. It's so easy. 2 lines, 2 little loops, and then the ribbons coming out at the bottom. Super duper easy. So, and of course you can choose any color you want for the ribbon, any color you want for the base. And there you have it. That's done. This is before top coat, but right after this, you're going to top coat it. And that is it. That's the last nail art tutorial tonight, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope this inspired you to try some new manicures this year, or maybe try some old manicures. Don't forget to tag me on Instagram and share me your nail art. I love to see what you guys are creating. I hope you're having an awesome holiday season. I love you guys so much. Happy holidays to you. I'm going to try to do another one of these. We'll see if I can fit it in before Christmas. I hope you're having a great day. I love you guys so much, and I will see you back for the next video. Take care, guys. Bye.